Tobias' store is neat and well organized as usual. From the looks of things, he's been doing well for himself. I guess he was lucky those thieves didn't decide to rob this place instead of one of those poor merchants at the market. Hey, welcome, Cinders. Is everything alright? Seem a bit pale. I've just witnessed a terrible scene in the market. A group of brigands... Brigands? What? Kidnapped a child and barricaded themselves in one of the houses. Heavens, did someone call the guards? Luckily, the captain was nearby and resolved the situation quickly, with his sword. As messy as it may seem, that is his job. Glad to hear everyone's alright. Not everyone. He killed all those men. I don't know how I feel about it. He always had a gentle heart, Cinders. Have you missed it? Well, it's been too long since you last stopped by, that's for sure. How have you been? Much the same. Hermosa works me to the bone every day, and there are times when I wish I could just disappear. But I manage, and there are days that make me happy like today. I'm so glad to see you again, Tobias. It looks like your shop is flourishing. It does well enough. I hope you know that you can come speak to me anytime you want. Tobias. We used to spend so much time together when we were teenagers. Now that we're adults, it seems like we hardly ever catch a glimpse of each other. It's really a shame. You're right, it feels like a childhood friendship disappeared once you mature. It's hard to keep them alive sometimes, even when you have the best of intentions. Cinders, you talk so weird. Haha, such a true statement. I assume you didn't come here just to remember the old days. Sadly, no, I'm on an errand for Hermosa. I'm here to pay you for... well, whatever it is she asked for. She's been very secretive about the whole thing. Oh, that. That? Now I'm even more curious about this errand. Ask him. So, what exactly did Hermosa ask you to do anyways? Sounds mysterious. Afraid I can't tell you. Why not? Well, I promised Hermosa that I wouldn't tell anyone. I'd like to keep my word. Also, it's basic business ethics, Cinders. I understand. You gave your word, I won't force you to break it, even though Hermosa doesn't deserve such fair treatment. Glad you understand, Cinders. Really wish I could tell you, but keeping the job a secret is part of our agreement. My reputation as a merchant is at stake here, after all. Don't worry, Tobias, I won't do anything to make you ruin your reputation. Anyways, Hermosa said that I was supposed to give you some money for this job. That's true, but I'm surprised she would send you to pay for it. She said something about not having a choice. How much does she owe you? Around 200 sovereigns, I say? Just an estimate. That means Hermosa and Tobias haven't agreed on a set price yet. If I could negotiate a discount, I might get in Hermosa's good graces. Or I could get some money for myself. Appeal to friendship. Would 175 sovereigns be enough? You know, for the sake of full friendship? I'm not so sure it's a good idea to mix money and relationships. Well, you do have a point, but I don't even have any money to mix with a relationship. I was just hoping that maybe I'll be able to have a little spare money for myself after this trip. Isn't easy for you there, is it? Well, I can live without those 25 coins if I know they're going to a good person. I think 175 would be fine. Oh, thank you so much. You truly are a wonderful friend. Maybe you could use the money to get yourself a real meal for once. The tavern has great food. You should really ask them about their royal special. Thank you. That's a great idea. I'm glad that Hermosa sent you. It was a pleasure to do business with you, and I'm happy that I got to see you again. Likewise, I really do miss seeing you, Tobias. I hope you come again soon. I'll do my best. Oh, I almost forgot. What is it? Please tell Hermosa that I will fulfill my part of the deal soon, and she should expect my representative to come by sometime tonight. Sure, I'll let her know. Thank you. Oh, and by the way, I had no idea you had your representatives nowadays. It comes with the trade, I guess. Start throwing coin around and suddenly you find yourself surrounded with people eager to run errands for you. Coin, you say? I thought it had more to do with your magnetic personality. It used to be magnetic, but it made trading in metalware much too risky for me, so I stopped. Oh, people do tend to underestimate the pain caused by flash-flying cutlery. There was a time in my life when I was forced to eat with my hands. I prefer not to speak about it. Oh, I've missed our talks, Tobias. Me too, Cinders. Hope I'll see you again soon. I hope so too. Take care, friend. I really missed the old days when Tobias and I played together. So glad I could see him again. Your every decision matters. The branch icon appears when current events are at a consequence of your earlier choices and could be different on another playthrough. And I even have an extra 25 salmons for myself. I could stop by the tavern and treat myself with this money. If I brought it back to Camosa, I'm sure she'd appreciate it. No, she wouldn't go to the inn. This place looks so full of life, although to be fair, it's a little bit shady too. I hear that this inn attracts some of the least honest people in town, but at least it's exciting. People here actually know how to have fun. It's nothing like that stiff and proper place that I'm forced to call home. Most and her daughters are too proud to do anything fun. Well, I'm not going to be like that. I'll order a huge meal and a beer to go with it. Oh, and the captain of the guard is still here. He's all alone in the corner. I wonder if you let me sit with him. Approach him. You talk to everyone. I'm already spending time drinking beer at the tavern. I might as well just take the plunge. Well, he's looking at me at least, but he's not even talking. Hello. Hello. Do you mind if I sit here? There are plenty of free tables in here, but it seems like you already made up your mind. Thank you, I just wanted to chat with you if that's okay. Are you really the captain of the Prince Guard? I am. The king appointed me to this position himself. Ever since his death 2 years ago, I've served the prince. How's the prince doing? What's it like to serve under him? Do you like it? He's the prince, my ruler, and liege. That's all that matters for me. Oh, I see. Oh, I saw you rescue that kidnapped child this morning. That was really impressive. It was simply my duty. I suppose. Did you really have to kill them? Was it really necessary for you to kill them? Surely you could have let them live. It was not my choice. They chose the path when they put an innocent life at risk. I'm sure those bandits were just desperate and not thinking clearly. It's cruel to take someone's life just because of a poor decision. That's a fair argument, but what would you have me do? Would you rather risk the life of a child who did nothing wrong? Or yet, should I leave the fate of the bandits and child to the crowd? Or if they tried to break in, the bandits decided to kill the boy? Or maybe the crowd would have burned the house down and everyone would have died slowly. At least by my sword, those men were given a swift death. It's my duty to uphold the peace. That's what I did. Your words may be correct, but your way of thinking is flawed. You hide behind your duty, but it's still your choice to spare a life or take it. Can you really sleep well with such a flimsy excuse as duty? You have an interesting way of thinking. It's nothing I've considered before. You're an interesting girl. May I know your name? I'm called Cinders. An odd choice. Well, my name is Peralt. My father used to call me that because of my hair. Now it's stuck, though when my sisters address me, it sounds more like an insult. I see. Then I wish you well, Cinders. Peralt is so unusual. On the surface, he might be considered cold or cruel, but he takes his responsibility very seriously. Being the captain of the Prince Guard can't be an easy task. Well, I should probably return to my meal before it grows cold. And then I should head back home. It's getting late. Can I go in the forest? Ooh, I can. Maybe I should stop by the forest before I return home to Camosa and my stepsisters. It'd be nice to have a little break after all. Ooh, got more of this. I wonder if the gift I left at the lake is still there. It's probably silly to think that fairies took it, but I'm curious. I really want to go see. I'm gonna get so much trouble. But I'm really curious to see what happens. Oh, the wreath of flowers I hope is gone. No doubt it was blown away by the wind or taken by a wild animal. My father would probably tell me that the fairies accepted it as a gift. I think I prefer to believe Father's version over mine. It's growing late though, I should return home. Okay, now I'll go home. Time to get yelled at. The journey back to my house was much too short. I'm not looking forward to facing Camosa or my sisters again. At least I got a rare reprieve from their insults today. Wish I had lasted longer. I'm terribly late. Camosa told me to hurry back and it's nearly nightfall. I'm sure she'll skin me alive. Cinders? Do you have any idea what time it is, you useless girl? Where have you been all this time? Apologize. I apologize. There was a lot of commotion in town and I sort of got caught up in it. Enough with your excuses. That makes you look so pathetic. If you chose to ignore my orders, at least have the pride to stand by your decision instead of simpering like that. Child, you once were gone. You must be a woman now. Have more pride in yourself. Otherwise, you're nothing more than a lazy, useless girl. At least you managed to finish the task appointed to you, though I take a little solace in that. Is it too much to hope that you managed to keep some of the money I gave to you? Well, he said the price was 200 gold pieces, so that is what I paid him. Why am I not surprised? I suppose it is foolish to expect more from a girl as disjointed from reality as you. What are you talking about? You never take the first offer, anyone who conducts business. No, anyone in their right mind knows that. But Tobias is my friend, he would not. Enough, I'm not interested in your excuses. What a disaster, you're more useless than I could have imagined. If I stopped feeding you, it would be exactly what you deserve. But I suppose I would be arrested for petty crime if I did that. But Silence, get out of my sight. Just looking at you makes me ill. You will go to your room, and you'll stay there until you are summoned. Is that clear? Yes. Meanwhile, my lord, I have been told you wanted to see me. I have been informed of the hostage situation at the marketplace today. I've also heard that you handled the situation rather admirably. For that I commend you. Thank you, my lord, but the truth is I regret having to kill so many men. They couldn't even put up a fight. Such is the burden of those in positions of power. We must make difficult decisions for the sake of protecting others. It is not a choice, but a duty. And you performed your duty to perfection. You honor me with your words, my lord. You deserve it. After all, my father, your king, has always spoken well of you. I know he even considered you a friend. The king spoke so. I'm honored by such confidence. Truly, what do you think of my father? How was it to serve under him? The king was a wise, skillful, and strong leader. I would have followed him anywhere. That is what I've heard from everyone who knew him. Already I fade in comparison. My prince. I have not yet been crowned. His father's last wish was that I should find a wife first. No doubt he wished I'd find someone capable of ruling by my side. Of course, every noble in this land is eagerly pushing an eligible daughter towards me. But I need a strong woman I can rely on, a queen who can support my agenda, no matter how hard it's going to be. I am a simple warrior, my lord. I know very little romance and politics. Nonsense. My father trusts you in more matters than war, and I too am willing to do that. Please advise me, not as captain of the guard, but as my friend. But I confess, even my own palace is not a safe place for discussing such delicate matters. The walls have years, and I wish not to wish for my search for a wife to become any more public than it already is. Might we go hunting together tomorrow morning? I think we would find the forest a safer place for our discussion. Such an action is dangerous, my lord. If something were to happen to you, there's no one to succeed you on the throne. Is that so? I can't imagine anything safer than having the famous captain of the guard by my side. That's what you wish, my lord. That is indeed what I wish. You can go now, friend. My prince. Good old Peralt, brave captain of the royal guard, first sword of the kingdom, veteran of the renegade war. Reduced to killing common thugs and guarding market stalls, not yet aware of how obsolete his role is. These are different times that require a new kind of bravery and power. Our wars will not be fought using iron and fire, but gold and lies. Prince Basil. I don't know if I'm supposed to like you yet or not. I hope you can adapt to these new times, my poor old friend. But because when I become king and start realizing my plans, goodness knows I'm going to need someone like you. Later that night. Finally, I have some time to myself after doing Kamosa's bidding all day. Still, it could have been worse. Kamosa was furious, and I got nothing but cold scraps for dinner. But at least I was able to get away from the house for most of the day. I always love going into town. Can't believe how exhausted I am after today, though. My feet ache, and I feel so sleepy. I should go to bed. Kamosa certainly won't allow me to sleep in tomorrow. Knocking sounds. Is that someone knocking at the door? Why would someone be visiting us at such a late hour? Silence! I pay for your discretion, and yet you pound on the front door as if it's a war drum. Right, pardon, madame. I swear I'll be silent, as the tombs are, right away. Mum's the word. Enough with your nonsense. The package is ready to go. Can I trust you? Oi, you wound my pride, madame. I am more trustworthy than an old priest in a confessional. Such an utterance is of little comfort to me. No one can escape Kamosa's biting tongue. Now prove that there's some value to words and go before someone sees you. I think he's gone. What's that all about? What on earth is Kamosa trying to hide? Maybe I should sneak out the window and try to follow him. He can't have gone far. If I leave now, I'm sure I can catch up with him. No, that's crazy. I can't do that. Let's stay in the room this time. We've pushed our luck too much today. I'd better stay here. It's much too dangerous to leave in the middle of the night. And now that I know Camosa's up to something, I have to be especially careful. I'll sleep for now, but I must keep an eye out for more secretive behavior. I wonder what Camosa's trying to hide from everybody. If I could figure it out, such knowledge might be useful in the future. I'm going to have trouble sleeping tonight with this on my mind, but so I must at least try. In the morning. Oi, what a night. Maybe boss was right when he said not to drink away my pay in one go. Still, can't say it wasn't worth it for how great last night was. Wait, what exactly happened last night? How did it wind up here? The deer went this way. Oh, the deer went this way, my lord. Oi, someone's coming. Better lay low for a mite. Hurry, before it gets away. Forget the deer, Captain. There are more important matters at hand. This is about what you asked yesterday, my lord. I know little politics or the affairs of the court. That's exactly why I need you. You're straightforward and honest, and you see things I can't. Behind all those smiles, everyone in the court lies to me. No, you're the only man I can trust. I will serve you to the best of my ability. What is it you wish to discuss? It is about my father's last wish. I must have a wife before I ascend the throne. How am I to choose one? There is a ball in a few days. Isn't that your chance to find an eligible young lady? In theory, but that's a problem. How would I be able to tell? The monarchy is weak without a king, and nobles around me are plotting to advance themselves. They groom their daughters like prize spaniels in hopes that I'll be taken in by a pretty face. You need a wife who's strong and smart, somebody who can rule the kingdom wisely, not feed me her father's poisonous words. But I doubt that I'll ever find such a woman. Don't give up on every maid in the kingdom, my lord. Even yesterday I met a young woman who had a quick wit and a fire in her eyes. She did not even seem like a woman of she did not seem like a woman of ability, though. A shame that is, for I would gladly have gone to see any woman that you hold in such regard. And yet you must choose a wife from among the nobility, regardless. It is, after all, tradition. As if tradition mattered to the brood of vipers, they plot to control the throne before it's even in my grasp. If I marry to please a powerful house, I risk having a fool for a wife. What other choice do I have? If we respected the traditions to the fullest, you'd be able to choose any woman with a ball, even someone you didn't know. How convenient that this rule is often forgotten. Someone I didn't know. Captain, you're brilliant. It's perfect. I'm not sure I follow your thinking, my lord. A masquerade ball. I'll be able to choose from the women without discriminating over looks or political ties. They've been pushing me to follow tradition for so long, they can't complain if I remember the old rules. Captain, you truly are a remarkable man. I now see why my father trusted you so much. Of course, my lord. Well, it's always an honor to be of service. Thank you so much, my friend. You are a rare breed indeed, still faithful to your ideals. Ideals or not, our prey has long since escaped us, and if we linger any longer, people might grow suspicious. You're right, my friend. Let us return to the castle with all haste. Now that I have a solution in mind, I can return with a light heart. Huh. Well, that's a bit of juicy gossip you don't hear every day. Masquerade ball, huh? I know a certain lady who would pay handsomely for that information. That she would. The day may have started lousy after all last night's drinking. Or turned out to be quite a good one after all. All thanks to a few extra rounds at the pub. Can't go wrong with that. What time is it? Sun's already so high in the sky. Must have slept in. Guess my trip in town yesterday took more out of me than I thought. It was great getting out and being active. I wish days like that weren't so rare. If I could get out more, I'm sure it wouldn't exhaust me so easily. Or why no one has come to wake me up yet? Must be at least noon, if not later. Surely Camosa hasn't decided to be gracious and grant me a holiday. I want none of your pitiful excuses. Oh, Camosa's definitely not in a gracious mood. I should get going and see what's going on before she catches me like this.